Hello. I need to do some sound testing because yesterday it was pretty, I want to make sure it's right. Like, yeah, that's pretty loud. Oh no. It's all pretty loud. How about now? Well, that was a terrible time to test it. Test. Testing. It sounds okay against Foobar, but Foobar isn't what we're going to be playing against. So, let's switch to this screen. Hi! My camera's fucked up already. This is really quiet.
Storm's coming.
Let's see. Oh, I hear it better in the stream. That's odd. Well, not really. Test.
Look alive, people.
I can hear the audio now, which is nice. It's kind of low though. Turn it up a little bit. Derp.
I'm glad he left.
That's much better, I think.
My turn? Great.
I don't know how even it is, but it's good enough to where both can be heard. And that's what's important. So I'm gonna take this earbud out because I don't really need to hear it anymore. If anything's too loud or too quiet, let me know and we will change it. But yeah, welcome. This is Borderlands 2. We started this last night and ended up not sleeping because I just wanted to play more. So I should have just played more, but I woke up late. But no, we're starting again. That's cool. I'm just checking everything again because, yeah, I spent ammo doing the tests, and, Iridium has a, funny way of showing up every time you log in.
You can
Let's see if there's a let off in here, because I wanted to show that off last night, and I couldn't. So yeah, I'm playing Krieg. I'll be right back. I know I probably should have waited. I'm back, by the way. This is wrong scene. I don't know why I clicked that scene. Yeah, this is about the time my family orders food or makes food, so I will have to get up again probably, even though I won't eat immediately. Yeah, back to what I was doing, loading boxes. But yeah, we were playing Borderlands 2. I'm playing Krieg, the Psycho. He's one of the DLC characters. And my favorite character, because in Borderlands 1, and in general, I played Brick, is a melee character, which is what I usually start with in every game. Every RPG where there's a choice, I always go with like big two-handed weapons, usually a sword. Sometimes fists though. I know in an MMO I played, I picked the fist character, mostly because the sword character was taken already, but I liked the fist character, so I took him. And he was a lot of fun. So yeah, it's just melee characters in general. If there's a melee option, I am taking it. Usually, the pre-sequel, my melee options aren't that appealing to me because they aren't very, they're like tank oriented or things like that. Like in this one, my melee option didn't really appeal to me because it was rogue oriented, stealthy melee in Zero, and I don't play rogues. I play warriors. So that's that. I can play rogues, I just never have. Really. The one time I tried to D&D roleplay, I did it as a rogue, and but that was torn apart before I really got into it. Oh yeah, that's why we're playing Krieg, is because for my first time casting the game, I wanted to play who my favorite character was. And I'd say it's Salvador because I've put a lot more time into Salvador, or Gage, because I've put a lot of time into Gage, but Gage all my time with her is speedrunning, for the most part. So, and I'm sure I'll do a run on cast at some point. It'll have to be late, and people don't bother me, but, so I can do a full run without standing up. Which I have yet to be able to do. So a lot of my runs aren't really runs. There was a lot of pausing involved in my PB, which I wouldn't count as a real, true PB. Technically I haven't had a full run where I haven't had to stand up, and I'd like to have one.
What a sucker! Don't even think about bringing out. Don't you hurry back.
I bought the launcher ammo because launchers are the lowest ammo, and I'd like to use a launcher eventually. Launchers are pretty useful if you can get one that isn't awful. Like, there were a few in the shop, so I'll show you.
Lock and load.
Here's an example of a bad one, if I'm not mistaken. But before I say anything and sound like an idiot, we're gonna open up the weapon parts, just to make sure this is bad. So yeah, this is a Torg barrel, which is the only bad barrel because it greatly reduces missile speed, which gives you those missiles you can watch move. Wonderful barrel. The barrel you want to see is either the Bandit barrel or the Loadout barrel. Or even the Malo one barrel. basically anything but this barrel. If you see this barrel, it's a bad launcher, and you don't want it, because your rockets will be way too slow. Your exhaust doesn't matter that much, but if you have this barrel, you can kind of counteract it with a Model 1 exhaust, which is this back piece. This is not a Model 1 exhaust, this is a Torg exhaust, which is weapon damage at the exchange of fire rate, which can be okay, but with this barrel, it's not okay. Because now you have reduced fire rate and reduced missile speed. So you had this 1.1 fire rate, and your missiles are moving really slow. So, this would be impossible to use for normal people. And not impossible, but it would be ridiculous. This is an example of a much better rocket launcher. This is the Model 1 barrel you want. This increases missile speed. If you have a Torg... Oh no, this is an exhaust. If you have a Torg barrel, this is the exhaust you want, just to kind of counteract some of the missile speed reduction. It's not enough, but it's a start in order to make it usable. It also has a Model 1 barrel right here, this tiny barrel, which increases accuracy and missile speed. So this has very fast missiles, essentially like instant longbow grenade type missiles. So this is an example of a pretty good rocket launcher, even though the damage is kind of low because it's got no Torg pieces or bandit pieces. That's fine because it doesn't have missile speed reduction. I kind of want that, but it's expensive. Yeah.
I'll always buy guns you don't need.
I'll buy it if Marcus doesn't have a better launcher or something that is better than what I have, because I would like to get rid of this Long Rider.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
This is an interesting pistol, because it has a Jacob's barrel. Jacob's barrel has a lot, and a Jacob's grip. That's really interesting. So this is like the highest damage minus the Torg barrel, but Torg barrels have more problems than a Jacob's barrel. This is the second highest damage pistol, Hollow 1 pistol I could have at this level, essentially. Which is pretty cool. I'm not buying it because it's... I'm not a big fan of pistols unless they're, it's the Unkempt Herald. But this would be a type of pistol I would really enjoy using. He doesn't have a light-off rocket launcher either, which is kind of sad, because I really wanted to show that off. When I do find a light-off, I'm going to show the how the infinite ammunition glitch works in the current patch. It'll happen at some point during this playthrough, just not right now. So we're going to buy this Model 1 rocket launcher and sell this Dahl sniper rifle, because as I explained before, Dahl weapons have burst fire and iron sights, which you want to use using a sniper rifle, yeah? So it will always shoot a lot of shots, which can be good, but really only against bosses. Then when you add on, actually, I'm not going to sell that, because now that I've thought about it, it could be good for yeah, it could be good later. Like just having it on me for a few levels, for a couple bosses. But it also has cost to ammo per shot. So if you shoot down iron sights, you're spending like 6 to 8 ammo. I don't know the exact number because I don't pay attention. Which is a lot of ammunition.
Your own death? Tricky stuff.
So we're gonna do these 2 side quests. One's a chain. Before we head off to oh, Savage Julia's up again. As you can see, my rockets were like instant. Oh, he spiked himself. Pretty cool. So that's the appeal of a Malon rocket launcher. And you don't need all Malon parts. Like, that just made it even scarier how fast I shot. But if you end up with a Torg barrel, you do kind of want a Malon exhaust to fix some of the problem of Torg barrels. And if I find, or I just find it, I'm not going to buy a Torg barrel rocket launcher, because that would be awful. But if I find one, I'll show you. And you can see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen it yourself. So we're doing In Memoriam, which is the side quest where you have to help with Lilith because she faked her death, and a bandit knows she did it, or knows she's alive.
Your footage before payment can be processed. Leave the echoes in the attached dead drop locations.
So we're essentially cleaning up her mess. Ooh, a coach gun. So this... Alright, I'm gonna compare so you can see it. E? Oh. Well, you can see it's 66 times 13. That means it has 13 pellets of 6 damage each. In this one, it's 7 pellets because it's only 1 barrel. Because it's a long rider. You can see the barrel. It's also a Hyperion barrel, which makes it hard to believe it's 1 barrel because you see 2. But only one of those is actually the barrel. With the coach gun, and it's a Jacobs, so it's easy to tell. This is a double barrel shotgun. So coach guns usually have Jacobs barrels, from what I've found. I don't know why, but almost every coach gun I've found has had a Jacobs barrel, which is nice. It might be because it's a double barrel and it's a Jacob weapon. I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. It also has a Jacobs handle. Huh. I don't know which grip that is. I think it's a Jacobs grip. So this is a full Jacobs weapon. That means it's full damage with everything else being lower. And it shows it in those stats. I'm going to be using that because for 2 ammo, I'm not going to get much better. It'll only have 2 shots per magazine, but it's going to hit so hard. Ooh, purple. Purple skin I don't need.